Well, well, look what the cat drug in. I'm just teasing you a little bit. Good morning, little lady. I hope you slept well. Judging by that bedhead, I guess you must have. But then again, getting to sleep in a bed after having stayed in a tent for the past day or two has got to be a nice change of pace. Me? Oh, I've been up for hours at this point. Yeah, life starts early on the farm. Gotta tend to the horses and whatnot. I was actually about to make myself some breakfast. Would you care to join me? Fantastic. Well then, in that case, go ahead and pull up a chair. I'm making bacon and eggs for myself, but if you prefer, I can make you some flapjacks or something like that. Both. Well, I guess that's to be expected. Coming right up. And here you go. Bacon, eggs, and a side of flapjacks. Butter's in the dish in the center of the table there. I'll go and get you the syrup. Now then. I was thinking, that house of yours is in, well, it's in pretty bad shape. And while I will say that I'm pretty handy with a hammer and saw, something tells me it's going to need a little bit more than just some elbow grease and a patch job. I know some guys in town that run a small contracting company. They do good work, and more importantly, they do it for a fair price. So I was thinking, if you're up for it, we might go into town today, give those guys a chat, and just take a look around the town. I'm assuming that you haven't gotten a good look at the place since you've been here, just based off the fact that you were camping in a tent in my horse pasture when I found you. That's something you might be up for? If not, I fully understand. You might need a day or two to get your bearings about you. You'd be up for that? All right. Well then, I guess after breakfast we'll go ahead and wash ourselves up, and then we'll go into town. What should you wear? Well, shoot, sugar. You wear whatever makes you comfortable. We like to keep things casual around here. Although, I suppose, if you're asking my opinion, I'd never say no to something a little bit more risque. Oh yeah, show them ankles off, girl. I'm just teasing you. I know that the country gets a rap for being very conservative, but we ain't that stuck up around here, don't you worry. And just wear whatever makes you comfortable. Pretty little thing like you looks good in anything she's wearing. So I doubt that anything you do pick out would look bad on you. You're asking if I'm flirting? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Does that offend you? Well, that's good. I meant everything I said. Now then, you go ahead and get changed. I'll be down in the truck when you're ready. Yes, I own a truck. Well, you didn't think we were going to ride the horse into town, did you? I mean, I can saddle one up if that's what you want. Your thighs are still sore from yesterday. Well, can't have that now, can we? Guess we'll give your thighs a break. So, what are your opinions of our town now that you've seen a little bit of it? It ain't too much to look at, but it's got everything you need, and a couple things you don't. I like it just fine. And I'm hoping that in time you'll like it too. You already like it? Well, that makes life easier for both of us now, don't it? I guess the other main advantage of this town not being that big is that there wasn't a waiting list for the construction company to be able to come by your farm. Yep, come Monday they'll be there working away. Speaking of which, have you decided on if you want to keep the farm as it is, or should you take this opportunity to make some improvements? Of course that's an option. There's nothing written that says you have to keep the farm exactly as it was. And considering that you're going to be the one running it from now on, it'd probably be best if you were happy with it. Though I also suppose that I understand if you do want to keep it as it is. Sentimental value and all that. You never really told me how close you were with your grandfather. Although I have to assume, if he gave you the farm, that probably means you must have been close at least a little, right? You were the only relative that kept in contact with him. Well, that's a shame, but I can't say I'm all that surprised. I don't know how he was in his younger years, but growing up next to him, he was never a, friendly type of guy. Oh, don't get me wrong, he'd give you the shirt off his back if he knew you needed it, but, just don't ask him to make small talk. Still, for him to give you the entire farm, he really must have thought a lot of you. Well, I won't get too sappy with you. Well, shoot, would you look at the time? I'd say that's dinner. If you're up for it, I'd love to take you to a local place. It's nothing fancy, but they got good food and they got good drinks. We've already checked out most of the rest of the town. May as well check out the local tavern. Yeah, come on, it'll be fun. No, it ain't far. There ain't nothing in this town that's far. Matter of fact, we're actually standing across the street from it right now. Yeah, I suppose it looks a little rough from the outside. But trust me, I think you'll like it. If I may have your arm, little lady? Thank you. Allow me to get the door for you. Oh, of course. As your guide, I feel it's my duty and my privilege to offer you full southern comfort. See what I mean? Not so bad on the inside, is it? I thought you'd like it. Allow me to get your chair for you, ma'am. Well, that's weird. There's no menu. Oh, God dang it. Hey, Keith. Where the hell's the menus? Thank you. Jesus. I'm sorry, little lady. I guess at this point in the day, most people will come in here just looking to drink. Thank you, Keith. Is there anything in particular that you were hoping to try? I know you ain't had a moment to check the menu yet. I was just asking generally. I ain't sure what to pick. That's alright. Leave it to me, little lady. I'll take care of it. Keith, bring us 2 of your best steaks. And for the little lady, what would you like to drink, ma'am? Message received. Alright then, Keith. I'd like 1 beer for me, and a water for the lady. And, how about a cup of red wine as well? I know you didn't ask for the red wine, but I figure it pairs well with the steak, and it's nice to have options. If you so choose that you would like to have some wine, it'll be there for you. And if not, no harm, no foul. Something on your mind? You say this is looking like a date. Well, that's fair. I guess my next question for you would be, do you want it to be a date? I didn't necessarily leave the house today with that being my intention, but I saw an opportunity, figured I'd take it. Well, I won't lie. You are a very beautiful young lady. And I admit you've made me curious about you. So I figured I'd take a shot. Do you hold it against me? You just wish that you'd worn something more appropriate. Well, shoot, it's like I said before. Anything you wear, little lady, looks amazing on you. Can't say that I've ever had any strong opinions about jeans before, but you're very quickly making me a fan of them. No, believe it or not, I don't say that to all the girls. On account my mama taught me not to lie. Well, here comes Keith with our steaks. Thank you, Keith. Well, might as well tuck in. First, toast. First, to welcome you to this town. And to new beginnings. And lastly, to new friends. And hopefully, if I play my cards right, maybe something more.